Okay, so this is episode 19 of the Pokemon Ruby Petalburg Challenge. So in this episode we are going to review the squad, the team, and maybe try and level up a little bit. And yeah, I need to spend some cash as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take on the Elite. There's no point really in taking on the Elite Four at this point because my team is not strong enough. But yeah, let's spend some cash, I think. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the trainer list of the Elite Four and we can check out what we're up against. Alright, so we have a vendor here, which is handy. So I have about 143,000. I guess, right, full restore. Revives are probably going to be important. Let's see what I have already. Let's see, okay, so I have quite a lot. I have bits and pieces. I have 8 full heals. Full restores, hyper potions, max repels, okay. Let's get a few more max... Well, I don't really need max repels because I actually need to do some grinding in the wild. You'd be arrested for that, right, in some jurisdictions. But you know what I mean, yeah, I'm going to do some leveling up, do some XP farming. Let's see, so let's full restore. Let's get 5 of those, maybe. Okay, restores full HP and status, okay, and hyper potion, let's get 5 of those, maybe 10. And revives, probably get 10 of those as well. Let's see, full heal. I guess more hyper. I probably won't need this many, but probably better to have them. Okay. I still have quite a lot of cash. So I have 23 hyper potions. Maybe I'll buy 4 more full restores. And 14 revives. Okay. Let's just buy 10. Alright, that should be enough for now. I can afford to lose some cash if I do eventually lose to any of the Elite Four, which I will, inevitably. Okay, so let's pull up the trainer list of the 5, well, the Elite Four and the champion. So first up is Sydney, which is a dark type trainer. My Poochyena has Shadow Ball, which I think is going to be super effective there. I might bring up the type chart as well. Let's see. Type chart, okay. Is that on screen? Yeah, kind of. You can kind of see it. So we're looking at fighting and bug. So yeah, that kind of works out because... Oh wait, I don't have any fighting actually, never mind. But bug, Beautifly has a pretty strong bug move, I think. Silver Wind, I think. And yeah, so that's super effective against Dark. So Psychic won't have any effect. Ghost and Dark is going to be half. Okay, so I was wrong about Shadow Ball. Okay, so fighting. I may need to think about getting the Nuzleaf evolution if that's the case. I think is Shiftry. I'll check that out in a minute, but I think Shiftry is split fighting type, right? So the second trainer is Ghost. So super effective against Ghost is going to be Dark and Ghost. Alright. Let me see. So that should be okay, I think, because water will work. Grass and electric and ice will work. Flying will work. So that should be fine. So third trainer is ice. So let's see. Are they primarily? Yeah, they're all primarily ice and some water as well. So obviously electric, fire, fighting, rock, steel. Okay, that one's interesting. I guess electric will have some benefit there. Then we have Drake, who has some dragon types. Man, dragon is always difficult, right? Okay, ice. So that's perfect. Who did I teach? Oh, I still have Ice Beam to teach to Tentacruel, I think. Alright, okay. So all the element types do half damage, so that's not great. Okay, yeah, this isn't straightforward. This could be tough. And then if we look at the champion, Steven. Oh man, that's difficult, right? You just have to do a bit of swapping out, but you've a lot. Okay, you've some rock, some steel and rock and ground. Okay, so that's kind of okay because I have surf and I have other bits and pieces that will be effective there. Alright, not straightforward at all. Okay, Shiftry is not split fighting type, by the way. Okay, interesting. So let's do a little bit of leveling up. This is a bit of a housekeeping episode. But thankfully, you can just go back into the Victory Road cave here. So right, the most obvious, I think, okay, get Gyarados to 45. I'm definitely going to have to try and fail probably many times to even just level up, because some of the levels of the Elite Four is ridiculous. I think it goes up to like the late 50s. So I'm about 10 levels behind, which is doable. So let's see if we can make up some of that ground. I'd like to ideally get a good chunk of my team. Okay, never mind, he's gone. A good chunk of my team around level 50 to have a good attempt to maybe get halfway through at least. Okay, so ground is going to be super effective here. So I mean the XP should be decent. Grinding in this section in the wild should be fine, right? 400. Okay, Tentacool is still getting the XP share. So I'm actually going to take that away just for a minute. I might do some grinding off camera as well. But this is the first kind of re-evaluation of the situation of the squad. Or my team, should I say. And a little bit of ground to make up. I think, yeah, a sixth Pokemon is going to be important as well. So we might need to go back to Bulbapedia and check out the the entries again because I can't remember them all offhand, but the Pokemon available before Petalburg. I think I'm in good enough shape though in terms of the variety of moves that I have. So just whether it's enough, I don't know, and whether my team has the staying power to get through all 5. It's a big ask, but I mean I did it in Gen 2 with my 151 team, so I guess anything is possible, right? I mean, it wasn't too difficult in my Gen 2 challenge, but it ran close, basically. I might actually, as well, just to keep things interesting, I might fly back to Petalburg and browse around. Just to see about catching that 6th Pokemon. I think the Golbats give the most XP of this pool of wild Pokemon. But yeah, when I played my Pokemon Gold challenge run, I did spend some time off camera grinding and that, so it'll probably be the case here again where I do that, and then I'll record the Elite Four challenge runs, or at least the first couple, and then if it gets a bit repetitive, I'll keep playing off camera and I'll record the successful attempt. That's usually the order of business, I guess. So I suppose, like, just for this first 5 or 10 minutes, I might actually... Let's get all my main Pokemon. Like, basically, Gyarados, Poochyena, Pelipper, and Beautifly. If I can get them to 45, I'll feel a little bit better. Even though it's some way off, but... They will gain a decent amount of XP from actually facing the Elite Four as well. But yeah, for this episode, if I can level up to 45, my top 4 Pokemon, or as close as I can get, or at least let's say my top 3, if I can get them to 45, so Pelipper's are already there, and then if I can catch a 6th Pokemon as well, that would be great. Did I teach Ice Beam? No, not yet. This should get Gyarados over the line. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the challenge so far and you've been watching up to this point, GG's. This is now episode 19, so It is a 20 or 30 hour playthrough, so I don't expect, you know, too many people to be sticking around for the whole thing, but hopefully a few people get to see the last epic battles against the Elite Four. Okay, I don't think we need Rain Dance. Alright, okay. So that's Gyarados up to 45. Okay, Poochyena, let's go. I think Poochyena will be an important Pokemon going forward because it just seems to be hardy, you know, it seems to be quite tough. You know, Shadow Ball is very useful, Strength can pack a punch, and it has the Intimidate special ability, so attack is automatically lowered when you send out Poochyena, so that's pretty useful as well. I think this is the best spot. I mean, I think the pool of Pokemon's probably the same on all levels here. But if I kept getting like level 40 Golbats, I think that's decent. Oh, Rock Smash is fighting type, so that will be useful. I can't remember if that's against Dark or Ghost. Against Dark, so against the first trainer, that could be useful. Almost. Smelling Salt. It's kind of a strange move. Oh, so close to 44. Nice. This should give me a good chunk of XP. Let's see. Just use Strength, maybe. I also started a playthrough of Sigil, which is the 5th episode of Doom, the original 1993 Doom. It was made in 2019, I think, to celebrate the 25th anniversary. Or it was released in 2019 to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the original Doom, and it was made by John Romero. So yeah, it's like 9 levels, I think. So I just played the first 2 the other day, so I'm going to continue that. And yeah, I like Doom. I think Doom is a good kind of household name to have on the channel. It's one of those kind of, yeah, one of my favourite franchises, basically, or series, so. Let's see, Strength, maybe? Oh, thank God. I hate when Supersonic hits. Nice. let's just gonna run back to the Pokemon Center and heal. I definitely don't remember defeating the Elite Four when I was a kid, so I can't recall if it's crazy difficult or not, so I guess I'll find out, right? I probably won't dive in and take them on in this episode, simply because I know I'm not ready for it, so I just thought I'd record a kind of a... This is almost like a bonus content episode of just kind of wandering around and reevaluating the my team and stuff like that. But yeah, it could be interesting to see what other Pokemon are out there in the early sections to add a sixth to the team. The team, not the theme. But yeah, I mean, we're probably talking about Nuzleaf or yeah, basically that, or Ralts to get Gardevoir. Alright, yeah, so that's not very effective. No. Confuse Ray. Yeah, I'm just going to use an item because I never break through being confused. Oh wow, Poochyena absolutely getting destroyed here. Oh man. See, he's just, yeah, I'm still quite weak really when you think about it. I shouldn't be struggling against a level 40 Golbat. No. Confuse Ray again. Come on, breakthrough. Nice. Man, this Golbat is absolutely destroying me at the moment. Like, two of my best Pokemon are absolutely struggling. Ah, thankfully. See, actually, yeah, Gyarados has a lot of HP, whereas the other Pokemon don't. I think that's also a big problem. So I might need to buy some HP up. I think in the department store, if that's possible. Alright, let's jump back in. So just this one level to get to 45, and then we can kind of do a little bit of adventuring. But I've basically defeated all of the trainers in the wild, I think. Bar maybe one or two that I missed along the way, like in the ocean section. Alright, nice. That's more like it. I'd be also interested to know about any other potential challenge ideas. I don't want to think too far ahead, obviously, but I do have my eye on what to do after this, because I do like to have a Pokemon game once a week, Pokemon video upload once a week. So yeah, I need to have a little think about what I'm going to do after this Gen 3 playthrough. I think Gen 1 is a potential. Pokemon Yellow. I picked up a physical copy there not too long ago, so that's something I could emulate. So we shall see. I would also like to play Fire Red, which is the updated version of Gen 1. Very expensive cart to buy though, so I would have to have a think about that. I usually only emulate carts that I own physically, but I suppose that does raise the question of carts that are ridiculously expensive and they're not really within reach of buying. Is there an argument to be made for emulating those carts, because they're not kind of readily available at kind of a fair market price? Like 150 quid for Pokemon Red. I don't know if that's a fair market price. Maybe it is, and that's something that I should just acknowledge. But then there's also Heart Gold, Soul Silver, right? Like they are I think they're 200 quid. So yeah, but anyway, as I said, Pokemon Yellow seems most likely at this point. It's been way too long since I played through Gen 1. I've even less kind of recollection of that, even though it's all quite familiar still, but it's been the longest in terms of, yeah, I don't know if I've played through a Gen 1 game as an adult. Again, I know I played through Gold a few times over the years, but not really Gen 1, so that could be quite interesting. Okay, all the low level stuff. I'm nearly there, so should be fine. What is super effective against Steel? Fighting and ground, okay. Oh great, it's a gold bat. This could take a while. Let's see. Just use strength, I guess. So yeah, HP up. I need to investigate and try and find that, because some of my Pokemon definitely need a boost in terms of their HP. I think Pelipper is like 117, which is quite low. Gyarados is grand because it's basically a semi-legendary Pokemon, so it's very beefy. Yeah, 159. Beautifly is not bad, actually. 121 at level 41. Pelipper 117 is so low. Mightyena at 130 is okay. But yeah, Pelipper needs a boost. Needs more HP. I don't even know how much HP the HP up boosts or gives you, so I'm gonna Google that real quick. It gives you an extra 10. Alright, that's pretty decent. So I can use my remaining 50 grand or whatever on HP ups. Oh man, yeah, Poochyena is getting smashed. This is not good. So even this section is proving to be difficult. Never mind the Elite Four. Fear not though, there were similar concerns in my last challenge run, so... Pokemon in the wild are usually notoriously kind of frustrating to battle. At least when you play trainers, they're more type orientated and they're kind of geared towards, you know, the idea is that you'll be able to counter them, you know, whereas the Pokemon in the wild are usually just frustrate the opponent using Confuse Ray and other things like that. It's kind of less so the case when you're playing trainers and gym leaders and that type of thing, I guess. Let's try, yeah, I think strength is the best way to defeat these Zubats. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I guess if we weren't doing the challenge, we would have a super strong first partner Pokemon, which would be OP. We would also have Groudon maybe as well, the legendary Pokemon that you encounter in Sootopolis. So we're missing a few heavy hitters, right? And all of the different Pokemon you would have seen along the way after Petalburg City that are prohibited as per the rules of the challenge. You know, we're missing a lot of heavy hitters and a lot of options, so I mean, it is a challenge at the end of the day, so it's only now it becomes apparent, because up until now the gym leaders are actually very doable. They're not that difficult. I've probably beaten all of the gym leaders on the first, if not second, attempt. So it's only really in the last section of the game that the challenge comes alive, so to speak. Oh, finally. That was a bit of a grind, I have to say, to get Poochyena to 45. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm happy enough with that. 3 Pokemon at level 45. If I can get them to 50 off camera, that's not too bad. Still not great though, but we shall see. I also have a rare candy, which I might use, although I should probably save that, because the rare candy technically becomes more valuable in the higher levels, right? Because it would require more XP to level up. So the rare candy is better to use at level 50, say, rather than 40, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm just going to put Gyarados out front. Or no, let's put Tentacle out front. And let's fly to Petalburg. Back to where it all started, right? So, okay, nice. So let's head on into Route 102 and pause it for a second, and let's bring up the to the Bulbapedia page so we can see what we're dealing with. Okay, let's bring up the page. I'm just going to move it over slightly. Alright, nice. So this is Route 102. This is where we are now. We also have Route 101 and 103. So we can use fishing, and we have the good rod. So we can get core fish, which is would be another water type. So I don't think... Although Crawdont is water and dark. Interesting. What kind of moves are we talking about? Not great, just a lot of water moves. So we can get Goldeen. So we don't really need any more water type. So we've Seedot, Wurmple, Zigzagoon, Poochyena. Let's see, what about Route 103? So we can get Wailmer. Who will evolve into Whale Lord at level 40. So that's just a big beefy water type, right? Again, could be vulnerable having so many water types. Okay. We have Tentacool. Zigzagoon, it's just a normal type. Okay, what about Route 101? I think it's very much the same. Yeah, Wurmple, Zigzagoon, Poochyena. So it's really Route 102 where we are. That's where all the main action is. So we can get Seedot, Ralts, or Surskit, which is only a 1% chance of finding Surskit, so that's kind of not great. But it does evolve into Masquerain, which is bug and flying. So that could be interesting. It learns not a lot of really useful moves, so that's not great. Alright, so we could get Nuzleaf, which is split grass and dark. Shiftry is the final evolution. Alright, potentially Razor Wind is quite a decent attack. Extra Sensory is good as well. Deals 80 damage. It can learn a bunch of different TMs as well. Maybe Nuzleaf. Maybe. Could be a shout. Shiftry is just a weird Pokemon to me, but I think I have a... Do I have a Leaf Stone? So yeah, I'm looking for a Seedot or Surskit, basically. So, do I have a Leaf Stone? I have a Water Stone. Let's see. Oh no, sorry. Let's check the PC. Oh, I do have a Leaf Stone. Maybe Shiftry. Maybe, I think that might be the play. I think a grass type would be helpful at this point. Because I have 3 water, 1 dark, 1 bug. Yeah, I think that might be the shout, because Source gets another water type, even though Masquerain is bug flying. Alright, let's catch ourselves a Seedot. I mean, I could get Wurmple and try and get those stocks for some psychic bug moves, but alright, here's our Seedot, level 4 as well, nice. Okay, so let's see what we can do here with Tentacool. These are all gonna do too much damage, so let's just use Supersonic. And see if it can damage itself, right? I've no option there but to use Supersonic if I want to. Nice, hurt itself and confusion. I guess just keep using this. See, snapped out of confusion. If I can get it down to about half HP. Okay, nice, nice. This is working out. Snapped out again. Okay. Supersonic is just reminding me of Oasis, who played over the weekend or last week. I can't. Yeah, it's only a few days ago, right? But yeah, Supersonic is a decent Oasis song, right? Not one of my favorite bands though, so. Anyway, back to the task at hand. The more important Supersonic here is the one that's trying to weaken Seedot so I can actually catch it. Nice. Okay, so let's try a Great Ball. Nice. We did it. 6th Pokemon has been caught. Give a nickname to the captured Seedot. No. Okay, nice. So let's see. Let's just head to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, the plan really is to get Shiftry, I think. Get Nuzleaf and use the Leaf Stone. Be nice to use an Evolution Stone as well on the playthrough. Okay, I will be back in a moment. Okay, we are back. So yeah, like I was saying, we are going to, after me kind of criticizing the design of Shiftry, that's kind of where we're at. It'll give another option, another grass type option, so that's kind of interesting. It'll be useful against the, well, I mean against the water type, but it's kind of ice as well, so that could be. Alright, so let's have a look. awakens quickly from sleep. That's interesting. What TMs do I have that C-Dot or Nuzleaf could learn? So Bullet Seed, right? I think I think Beautifly needs to know Psychic. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of Flash. Gust, Giga Drain, yeah, they're all important. Yeah, I need to get rid of Flash. Fire Blast, interesting. Gyarados, okay. Rock Tomb. Okay, nobody can learn that. I mean, I guess Bullet Seed, right? Even just for leveling up, it'll probably be useful. If I can use, I can surf or use the fishing rod to take on Tentacool and stuff like that. So 2 to 5 seeds in a row, and it does 10 damage each time. Okay, so not a major option. Alright, so what is the plan now? So Tentacool and C-Dot need to be leveled up. Let's fly back to Evergrande. Let's get C-Dot to like level 10 or something. I'll just give it the XP share. And then I might end the episode there, just to set up what I need to do in the next, or between now and the next episode. Basically, I need to level up. The second half of my team needs to catch up. I might actually, let's pull up the learn set for C-Dot. Okay, not great. Learn Explosion at level 43 apparently. Okay, maybe it's Nuzleaf we need to be looking at here. It evolves at level 14, so maybe, yeah, let's try and do that now actually. Let's get Nuzleaf. So it will learn Feint Attack, which is the only... Razor Wind at level 37 is decent. So if I evolve it into Shiftry early on, is that a disadvantage? So it learns nothing if you evolve it, or will it just learn? If you know that, can you drop a comment? If I evolve Nuzleaf into Shiftry at level 20, let's say, will Shiftry learn anything beyond that point? Will it learn the moves? Will it learn moves as if it were Nuzleaf? That's what I need to find out, because that's potentially important. I might need to stick with Nuzleaf until it learns the moves I want it to learn, such as, let's go back here. I need that Razor Wind. No, normal type move with 80 power. And Feint Attack. I think I need those. So maybe I need to keep Nuzleaf until level 37, I guess. But yeah, let's try and level up C-Dot to level 14 here just to get Nuzleaf. It should happen quite quickly. The XP here should be quite generous for such a low level Pokemon. Gyarados is definitely the heavy hitter. He's the front runner. He is the most HP. Oh yeah, I was supposed to buy HP up as well, so I might do that at the very end after we level up C-Dot. At least then that'll feel like quite a decent episode actually. So leveled up my main tree up to 45, caught C-Dot, and if we buy some HP ups as well, I think that's some good housekeeping there. Let's stick with water, I guess. Yeah, Gyarados is prone to missing. I think it's that Hydro Pump is not very reliable. Okay, level 9. Level 10. Oh, nice. Just went up like 4 levels there. I think the department store, I think it's in Lily Cove, I think. If I'm remembering that correctly. It's the town with the rocket base off the shore. I think that's Lily Cove. I'll know when I check the map. I think this might do it. This should be enough. Okay, level 13. Okay, nature power. Okay, type of attack varies depending on location. Sounds interesting, why not? Okay, so one more, I guess. Let's see. Oh man, so close. It must be only a matter of a handful of XP. Alright, nice. We have our Nuzleaf. Nice. I mean, Nuzleaf is cool. It's just Shiftry I need to be convinced about. But I guess it'll be nice to have a full third evolution Pokemon fully evolved in the team. Alright, nice. Okay, there's our Nuzleaf. Still a long way to go, obviously, and Tentacool needs to be evolved into Tentacruel. I think that's level 32, I think. So Tentacool will also learn, be taught the Ice Beam TM. Alright, let's return to base here. Oh, sorry, yeah, I was going to go to the department store to buy some HP ups. So let's see. It is Lily Cove. Yeah. Okay, let's check out this department store. Maybe I should have saved more cash to buy more HP ups. Although I will get cash if I can defeat a few of the Elite Four trainers each time. I should earn more than I lose. Did I speak to this chef guy? Okay, fair enough. Okay, 9,800. Do I just buy them all? Buy 5 of them? Yeah, screw it. That's all our cash spent. I'm loaded up on items, and I guess we have to use these HP ups, so maybe I should wait. Let me just see, are all the vendors the same in here? All the same, 2 ladies. It is, it's kind of strange. I mean, let's buy something from the vending machine. We've come this far. Let's buy... I think Soda Pop is actually good for HP. Okay, fair enough. Got ourselves some Soda Pop. Okay, let's have a look at these. HP up raises the HP of 1 Pokemon. We have 5. Petalburg definitely needs a couple of them. So is it 10? It raises it by 1? No, that can't be right. 10 grand for 1 tick of HP? It says, when used from the bag, adds 10 HP EVs. Hold on. Effort values. Surely not. Did I do something wrong? I'm not going to use any more until I figure out if I've done that wrong. At least we have our soda pop, a fizzy soda drink that restores HP by 60 points. Okay, let's fly back to base here. A few things to consider. I need to know whether I'm using the HP up correctly. I need to know if Shiftry will learn moves as if it were Nuzleaf after I use the stone. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I need to know those two things before I move on. But yeah, so pretty successful episode in the end. It's a bit longer than I thought it would be as well. I thought I was only going to wander around a bit and level up. But we did manage to level up my main tree Pokemon up to 45. We caught Seedot and evolved it into Nuzleaf, and we bought some HP ups. So I'm not sure if I'm using them correctly or not, but yeah, so that's a bit of housekeeping. This is some necessary stuff. I probably could have done that off camera, but I just said I'd record it and upload it just to keep the weekly uploads going. Technically kind of additional content at this point, but the Elite Four attempts will be coming up. That will be the final few uploads of the playthrough, so we'll see how they go. But yeah, so that's all for this episode. And yeah, if you've any comments or insights or advice, drop it down below in the comment section. It's always nice to have a bit of a chat about Pokemon in the comments and nerd out about the games a little bit. But yeah, thanks very much for watching.